Okay, guys, welcome to the Pixelberry Choices podcast, and today we're going to be talking about chapter 10 of the Immortal Desire. So, in the last chapter, we saw that we were about to be executed by Astoria and Lewin, our mother and our main character, respectively. So, and then finally, suddenly, someone comes in and reports that the Venendi hunting party members have been killed and Cass was missing. And at the news, everyone gets shocked like it was a ritualistic murder, and they just start casting blames on each other, saying like, this is Clemens who did that, Venendi said, and the Clemens said, no, this, that, and then basically we saw that Lewin basically leaves us, but Astoria throws our mother away and goes for the fight. So sort of like a civil war between these two coven, whoever that was. So Gabe catches our mom and takes us and gets us out of this mess. And I think there was someone who tried to attack us, but we will get to use our sensory talisman, or one of the, not sensory, the one that emits sunlight, and then save our life. And let me know if you don't collect the talisman, then who saves? Is it Gabe, or do we get harmed? Like, what happens? And then we come out, and our mom, when Seth comes in, and we tell Seth that we need to go after Cass, Gabriella and I. Gabriella was unwilling for that because we were already in a mess. So we tell Seth to take our mom away. Our mom's not really trusting because she has seen the creatures back in that Nexus, and she also says that they were vampires, and the shocking realization on her face. But Seth takes her and just flies away. We see her echoing screams, but we know that we did the best we could have done for her. And then we go to the place and we see all the Venendi bodies are scattered away there, and the ritualistic murder that they were talking about, we see it's true. And we see that there was a circle and more stuff were drawn there, and the blood's everywhere of all the Venendi coven mates. And we say that we need to find Cass, and there was some movement on the bushes, inside the bushes, and we go there and we find Cass. And it was harrowing because we have never seen Cass Harlaw like that. Like, if anything, Cass is the most, most goofy one, and, the brave, the bad attitude, like, yeah, it's not going to hurt me, if I die, I die, I can take on anything. This kind of attitude Cass has. And what we saw, that really shakes us also. And Gabriella thinks like, also when we're inspecting the dead bodies of the vampires, you see their fangs were literally torn out of their mouth. And there was like really, really a harrowing scene to witness. And this calls for a war against the coven if somebody does that. So that's why Gabriella thinks that there was a reason for them to believe Clement did that. And then we can say that we don't believe it, Clement did that, and that will increase the trust with Gabriella, I guess, or Gabe. And then we find Cass, and we just see that how shaken Cass is, and we can have a conversation, chit chat, and then slowly we'll see Cass getting back to normal. We'll have some conversation. We can, of course, like there will be some more, love, not love, but scenes to, how do I say, like a romance scenes with Cass, like not romance, but you'll basically, say something, hug him, and basically, some those love options you will get. You can choose them, and then we will inspect the bodies again in this diamond scene, and we'll see some shocking things. That there were some small signs, and those signs we find out that they were the signs of the covens across the United States. One in Florida, and the other one is in New Orleans, I believe. I don't remember. But when the big circle that was made, we also find out that was also a symbol. And that's a new symbol or an old ancient symbol of group of vampires that came out. So Gabriella told us about all the other symbols, like what coven they were, because she has studied a lot. So there is also a little banter between Cass and Gabe. Cass is like golden girl or golden boy. How do you remember these? Like you studied like boring, and then we see Cass was really shaking. So we see some flicker back in Cass. And then we talk with Gabriella. We see that this could be a new coven or something, and then we feel the need that we need to inform everyone back at the coven because they will tear each other down, and there's something big going on. Like a bigger enemy is plotting against them, and they don't need it. They're oblivious to it, and they're literally trying to tear each other down. So we need to stop it at any cost. But before we do that, we see that Cass is really not, strong enough, weak. She needs blood because she didn't hunt ultimately. So we can offer Cass some blood, and this is also a little intimate moment with Cass. And then we go to Gabriella, and then we see some sounds, and we see some of the Venendis, Cass's mates, are approaching. And we'll go to on top of a tree trunk, and we will basically see from the tree branch that the Venendis are down there, and they know that we ran away from there with Gabe, and they think that Gabe has something to do with this. The Venendis, they have a beef, centuries-long beef with the Clements, so they definitely think that this is legit, that Clements did that, and the Clement, there was a lot of drama happening with only one Clement, and that is Gabe, and she was hanging out with us, and they also discharged Cass. So that was something that Cass is really shaken by this. And then we were about to fall. We can hold either of them, Cass or Gabe. We'll increase a romantic point with whoever you hold on to, and then when they will go away, we'll have a determination that we can't go back to the coven. They will tear us down. They won't listen to our pleas, our logic perhaps. I think if you took the diamond scenes, it will increase the coven trust score, but I don't know when it's gonna be implemented. But what I do know is that next, our main character suggests that we chase these people who killed these Venendis hunting party. Cass says also you found a talisman that was used to immobilize all the vampires, including Cass, and they left Cass alive to send a message, a harrowing message. So we'll have to find them down, and we can't trust on all the other vampires in the coven because there is too much of infighting, distrust, and a lot of things going on. So we'll have to do it together, and by we I mean Cass, Gabe, and our main character. So how will that go? Well, the romantic triangle between Cass, Gabe, and our main character get in the way of the bigger goal of chasing and hunting down and literally fighting against this evil force they don't know anything about, who have feral strength. How's it gonna go? We'll find it out in the next chapter. But this was an interesting chapter, Again, a lot of things happened, Interesting vampire book stuff happened, but the Cass and Gabe scene is basically still the main thing that happened throughout the chapter. We kind of getting toward the plot of the book, but it's still not there completely, and 6 chapters left. And this is a book 1, and only book 1 and only. So let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, peace out.